So tonight we're going to make apple crisp, and what we're going to do is we're going to preheat the oven to 350. And as you can see, I have supper on the go too. So there's the ovens preheated. So with the apple crisp, what we're going to need is we're going to need 10 cups of all-purpose peeled, cored, and sliced apples, which I have there. We're going to need white sugar, which I have. We're going to need a cup of it. 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half a cup of water, 1 cup of quick cooking oats, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, with half a cup of butter melted. And we have all these ingredients right here, so I'm just going to measure them out and get them ready, and then I'll skip to the next step. What I'm doing now is I'm going to take the apples, which I have sliced right here. I'm just going to show you. And you don't have to slice them perfect, but then you're going to take them and you're going to line them in your little pan here, which I have right here. And I'm just going to fill the bottom of the pan and fast forward to the next part and show you what to do. So we're going to get a cup of sugar and we're going to add it in the bowl. And we're going to mix it in with a tablespoon of flour and ground cinnamon together. So we're just going to get the next step and I'll fast forward to then. So we're going to put our tablespoon of flour in with the sugar. And next we're going to put our teaspoon of cinnamon. So I'm just going to get that and bring you back. We're going to add in our teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I should be baking a cake since tomorrow's my 35th birthday, but I'm not. So we're going to mix that in together, and then we're going to put it over the apples. Once you mix up your mixture, this is what it's going to look like. So we're just going to sprinkle it over the apples now, and we're going to do that evenly. Take a half a cup of water, which I have measured out in the measuring cup, and we're going to pour it over evenly, or at least try to get it over evenly. And then we're going to bring it back to the next step. So now for this part of the recipe, what we're going to do is we're going to take the oats and we're going to measure out a cup of those, and we're going to put them in the bowl. And here's our 1 cup. And then we're going to move to the next ingredient, which is going to be the 1 cup of flour, which is right here. I'm just going to grab that. And there's the cup of flour. And now we're going to do the 1 cup of the brown sugar, and we're going to pack that in there. So I'm just going to get that and bring us back when we have that. So we're going to add in the cup of brown sugar. Then we're going to bring you back to the next ingredient, which will be the baking powder and the baking soda, as well as the melted butter. So we're going to add in the baking powder, which is the 1/4 of a teaspoon. So we have that added in. And the next thing we're going to add in is going to be the baking soda, which is 1/4 as well. And I have that right here. I'm just going to add that in. And the last ingredient to add in is going to be the butter, which is going to be a half a cup of melted butter. So I'm just going to melt the butter and I'll bring you back to when I'm adding that in. So what we're going to add in now is our half a cup of melted butter, which is right here. And once we add that in, we're going to mix it up. And then we're going to crumble it over evenly on top of the mixture. So I'm going to mix it up and show you what it looks like once it's mixed. So this is what the texture looks like once you mix everything together. So you're going to take a spoon and you're just going to sprinkle it over on top of the mixture nice and evenly, and I'll show you what that looks like once I have it sprinkled. So we're just taking the mixture and we're sprinkling it over the apples that we have pre-measured with the cinnamon. And you want to make sure that this is evenly mixed over. That way it's not too clumpy or more in one spot than the other. And then we're going to bake it at 350, and we're going to bake it for about 45 minutes. So I'm just going to get it ready and put it in the oven, and I'll fast forward and show you what it looks like when it's coming out of the oven. Thanks for watching. So I just took the apple crisp out of the oven, and this is what it looks like. And as you can see, it's a great snack. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. So this is what's going to go with the apple crisp. There's turnip and carrots, and there's peas, and some vegetables done in the pot with the stew. Some mashed potatoes, and there's some roast. So thanks for watching.